Compete. Hi, Miss Lisette.
Hi, Professor.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too, Professor. Sorry, I missed so many days.
No, but I'm expecting that you take the time to watch the videos, right, Miss
I
Lisette?
am. I
Okay.
am, and completing the mini quizzes
Okay.
and catching up on assignments and notes taking.
Good, good. Thank you for that. All right. I would like to introduce the class today, just providing like a reminder. I spoke to the previous team, which was Jorge, Mr. Jorge, and Miss Taina, and no, Miss Larissa. Last week it was only I don't remember. It was Miss Taina, Miss Claudia, Mr. George, and that's it. That was the class last Friday. So this is a commitment. I posted every single document that you need to read in order to start doing your own project. So this is the agreement that we made last week. However, you were not here. Let me just give you a chance another day, because the day number 4 was last Friday. And I gave you 3 documents. Pay attention. Mr. George, how are you? Miss Taina is coming. I gave you three documents. Oh, Miss Larissa was not here. Okay, 3 documents. Number 1, I posted on Canvas here, boom, here. This is Canvas. This is Canvas picture. Canvas, Classroom, Google Classroom. Sorry, I work with Canvas in FIU. Google Classroom here, boom. I created 2 folders. One folder has the 3 documents that you need to start creating your own project. Number 1, the example, an example that I provided, number 1. Number 2, the guide, project guide, every single rule. So the guide, number 2. And number 3, I gave you the prompt to use on your AI assistants. So having said that, now you have everything. So you can try this week until next, I will say day 6, because today's day 5. So day 6, I'm going to give you 5 more days. Yes. Until Friday, this Friday. I'm going to ask you what is your project name and the high level description. So that it's my expectation that you can do something during the week. So you get together, make an agreement, and do whatever you want, and select one project per team. So this folder, I posted 1, 2, 3, and 4 other examples. So more examples for you to read. So that's it. Let me know if you have any question about the project during the week. So I will be available on the WhatsApp chat. So just to let you know, this is very important, because in order for me to give you the certificate, I need at least 1 deliverable, like a work project. So this is a tangible proof that you passed this class. So no exams. In this class, we don't have exams, but we need to create a project plan. That's it. Any question, put number 1 in the chat, on Zoom chat, and let me know. Okay, no problem. I understand number 1. That is clear. Okay, Josh, I read your message. Okay, number 1, that is clear. Thank you so much, Miss Larissa. Miss Taina, yes, by teams. So Miss Taina, the thing is that maybe Miss Claudia, maybe she has an idea. Maybe Mr. George, he has another idea. So different projects, and maybe you have another idea. So just make a decision which one to present. However, you can work in parallel in the 3 projects, and at the end of the day, just present the easier, I don't know, you make a decision, but you have time only to present 1 project per team. Is that clear? Okay. Ms. Taina, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. All right. So having said that, this is just the icebreaker for today. I'm not expecting to do crazy things today because I said, maybe I was not clear last week about this homework. Boom, this one. So I'm going to give you time, 5 more days, for you to present the project name and high-level description this Friday, which is this class number 6. All right. So having said that, let me introduce the class to just the knowledge areas that we need to touch today. And last week, last Friday, I was talking about cost management. Remember that cost management, please pay attention because this is part of the exam. Remember that we have 10 knowledge areas. Cost management is one of the 10 knowledge areas of project management. So cost management is about 4 things. Please pay attention. Number 1, we need to plan the cost. We need to estimate the cost of the project. Number 3, now that I have an estimation, which is an approximation of the final value, now I need to create the budget. So the budget is not only how much money I need, but also when. So the baseline, the determined budget, this is the baseline, will look like this. This is how much money, and this is the time. And it will be like this because it's cumulative cost. So determined budget is about creating the cost baseline. And we made a beautiful exercise, everybody in this class. So it was an amazing experience, just asking for numbers and aggregating some numbers. So we did that last week. It's on the video. So now I'm going to present in yellow color the PMI Global Standard definition. So planned cost management is about establishing policies. To do what? To manage the cost. Process number 2, definition for the PMI Global Standard, meaning for the exam, it's about creating or defining an approximation of monetary resources needed to complete the project. That is something that you know. However, the process number 3, which is creating the budget, is establishing an authorized cost baseline. And we know that. This is part of the triangle, the iron triangle here. Remember, cost, schedule, and scope. And last but not least, number 4, it's controlling the cost. So when you see the definition for controlling cost, it's about comparing the actual, which is the reality, the expense, how much money I'm expending right now for real, versus the plan, right? That is controlling. So when you see any variances here, now you need to create preventive actions or corrective actions, just to organize your plan and update the baseline one more time. So controlling the cost in the PMI Global Standard is using something called earned value management. So the earned value management is a methodology to control the progress of the project, not only the cost, but also the schedule. So this is the only methodology globally that it's including the cost, the schedule, and the scope. That is an amazing methodology because it's just for projects. And it was created by the Army in the United States in 1965. It was an amazing like method. They said, everybody here in this organization, they're asking for money. Just pay me my payroll. This week I did this, but we didn't have the completion of the tasks. So now we need to know what percentage of work has been done. So I'm introducing a new idea. Instead of pay, okay, this is the week number 3, I need to pay this week, but I don't know how much work is done. So earned value is about how much work, percentage work completed. So let me explain to you now with this example, because you need to visualize earned value management in this way. So I'm going to present the earned value management overview, and I'm happy to announce that this presentation was created by Mr. Ernesto Custodio, one of my PMP candidates at Cisco. So I'm using this presentation all the time in my classes, and I'm giving credit to Mr. Ernesto. Okay. Before I continue presenting this, let me just make sure that we understand the following things. We need to identify in this methodology 3 dimensions. Please pay attention because I know it's too many things. It's a lot of information. 3 dimensions. Number 1, it's a plan value. Number 2 is the actual cost. And number 3 is the earned value. So earned value is based on 3 variables, based on 3 dimensions. So the only way for us to determine if we are under budget, on budget, late, on schedule, behind schedule, it's when we calculate the variances. So we have the cost variances. Please pay attention. I'm going to give you this. You don't need to take notes right now. Please don't take notes. Just be focused here. We need to calculate a couple of numbers: cost variance and schedule variance. So in earned value, we have 1, 2, and we have the number 3, CPI and SPI. What does Alice say? Those are cost performance index and schedule performance index. So as soon as you calculate these 4 indicators, you will be able to make an interpretation of the project status. So please pay attention. So cost variance equals earned value minus actual cost. Let's say, do I need to memorize this for the exam? Yes. So schedule variance equals earned value minus plan value. It's subtraction here, right? So when you say CPI and SPI, I need to explain that right now so you can have this background information before the example. SPI is something divided by something. So CPI, it's something which is earned value.
Hold up, Professor. Can
Yes.
you clarify? Because for scheduled variance, the equation is kind of covered by the other piece of writing.
Oh, that's true. Let me just put it in another place. Let me just let me clean this and put it in another place. Yes. Okay, I'm going to very quickly. Thank you for that. Let me put it here because this screen is going to be full right now after this. Okay, the 3 dimensions, cost, 3 dimensions. Number 1, earned value. Let's put it in the top. Earned value, plan value, and actual cost. Those are the 3 dimensions that we need to define immediately on every single question in the exam, right? So how can we determine if the project is on time, on budget, late, on time? It's just calculating the cost variance or the schedule variance. So those are the variance analysis. And another way to calculate if we are doing good or bad, it's calculating the CPI, and the SPI. Please pay attention. Okay, now, the cost variance, it's something minus something. Boom, it's a subtraction. It's a tip to study and memorize these formulas. The schedule variance, it's earned value minus something. Just putting something here, very, very easy. CPI is the earned value in the top divided by something. And SPI, it's earned value here divided by something. So now for cost variance, this number here, it's actual cost. Boom, actual cost. For the schedule variance, the second number in this equation, all the time, boom, 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 it's plan value. Okay, those are the variances. Those are the 2 formulas that we need to calculate in order to determine if we are doing good or bad. Let me continue. So the CPI, it's earned value. When you see cost here, the denominator of this equation is actual cost. For the SPI, which is this formula, it's earned value divided by planned value. So as soon as you see a question in the exam asking for an earned value concept, you need to keep those formulas in immediately. You write it down. Boom, 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 boom. As soon as you sit for the exam, you need to write it down, the formulas. Those are the formulas that you need to know for sure. So now that you have an idea, because now I'm going to explain the concept. These are the four formulas that we need to know for the exam. Okay. I have here another dimension that is very important, which is the budget at completion that I'm going to include. But those are the three. I'm going to put in an asterisk here. Those are the most important. This is another one. All right. Now I'm going to explain the concept of earned value, because actual cost is very easy. It's how much money we spent. And the plan value is the budget. So that is clear. However, let me explain what is earned value. What is earned value? Okay. This is an example. This is a project that I'm putting here in black and white, the project description. The project is, I will paint your wall for $10 an hour, and I will complete it in 2 hours for a total budget of $20. So as you can see here, this is the scope. Paint this wall. This is the action. This is the objective, right? And the budget at completion, the total budget of this project, it's $20. It's here. This is the budget at completion. This is the total cost, right? The total duration of this project is 2 hours. So that is a very straightforward project, very easy, nothing to do with that. So the thing is that because we are controlling the progress and the performance of the project, if you go after 1 hour and check, that was in my backyard here. Someone is painting my my wall. So after 1 hour, if I go and check, hey, Mr. Eduardo, how you doing? How's going the work? If this person after 1 hour, this is the question that I need to know, because I'm just checking and observing and controlling the performance. How much have you gotten? So how much is done so far after 1 hour? If that person, the person that is working for me, said they have completed 50% of the work in 1 hour. If this is the answer after 1 hour, are we doing okay? Are we late on budget? What do you think? After 1 hour, we have 50% complete.
I think at the rate he's working at, we're doing good. The trajectory, the trajectory is that we're going to finish when he said we were going to finish.
Exactly. We're doing according to the plan. Why? Because we said that the total duration of the project is 2 hours and the total budget is $20. So after 50% of the work in 1 hour, we have completed 50%, which is great. It's according to the plan. So in this case, you have earned $10. Why? Because it's the 50%. This is the calculation of the budget at completion, which is $20. So how much is the 50% of $20? Anyone? 50%.
$10.
$10. So here the earned value is $10. So if you see, the earned value is how much work has been done in terms of money. That's it. So let me put another example, another situation. What happened if when I go to my backyard and say, how much have you done so far? In this case, if they said, okay, let's say, I'm sorry, they have completed only 25% of the work in 1 hour. So now 25%, let me know if we're doing good or bad, of $20. How much will be this? 25% of 20?
5.
5. So the earned value is $5. So if you say this analysis, the earned value is just the percentage completed multiplied by the budget, approved budget. That's it. So in this case, we are late and over budget. You agree with that? If we continue in this rhythm, we're going to be late and over budget because this guy is not working according to the plan. So this is another example. It's just to understand earned value. This is about earned value. What is earned value? Is how much, what percentage of the work has been done in a specific time. That's it, in terms of money. So let me put another situation, another scenario. Let's put it like this. After 1 hour, how much have you done? If the guy is telling me, okay, let's say I have a good news. We completed 75% of the work in 1 hour. So you have earned $15. Why? Because it's 75% of the budget at completion, which is $20. So how much is that? The 25% of 20 equals anyone?
The 75% is 15.
Exactly. Meaning that the earned value in this case is more than the expected. This is normal. This is absolutely early and we're doing really, really good. We are early and under budget. So having said that, remember that I'm trying to explain what is earned value because it's something new. It's just for project management. So the earned value based on this demonstration, it's a percentage complete multiplied by the budget, approved budget. So for the exam, if you see any question about, are we late? Are we early? What is the status of the project? And they're not giving you the earned value, you cannot determine if we're doing good or bad. So now that we have a little bit of idea about earned value, let me explain that when you calculate the cost variance and the schedule variance, if the result is positive, we are doing good. If it's negative, we are doing bad. So cost variance and schedule variance results, positive is good, negative is bad. If you calculate the CPI and the SPI, CPI and SPI greater than 1 is good, less than 1 is bad. So I know it's too many things, but you will see it's making sense right now. And we're going to do another example just using numbers, more real. So the earned value is the most important dimension for we to know if we're doing good or bad. You are going to need the earned value. So if I ask you, this is a tricky question for you guys. This is the planned value, and this is the actual cost. So the question is, remember, this is the budget, approved budget, and this is the how much money you spend. Spent. Is the project over budget based on this?
Yes.
Yes, you see, but remember that I told you that you cannot say yes until you know their value. So absolutely, we don't know. Why? Because we need more information. We need to know what is their value. So you see, this is a tricky question for the exam. So apparently this is absolutely, yes, we're over budget. But now you need to know how much is the earned value. So in this case, yes, absolutely, we're doing bad in terms of budget and in terms of schedule. So the variance are the two indicators for you to make the final decision. Are we doing good or bad? I don't know. I need to calculate the variances or the CPIs or SPI. Based on those numbers, you're going to say, yes, we are doing good, or no, we are doing very bad. So remember, just to remind you that we need to know these formulas for the exam, right? In this case, we overspend, over budget, and behind schedule. Very bad. This is bad, and this is bad. What do we need to know? The earned value for the exam. So having said that one more time, cost variance equals earned value minus actual cost. CPI, it's earned value divided by actual cost. You see, CPI and cost variance. I gave you that before. Schedule variance, one more time. I need you to write it down, those formulas. Schedule variance, I told you, it's earned value minus planned value. And SPI, it's dividing the earned value divided by PV, which is planned value. So having said that, for the exam, the only thing we need to know are the formulas, of course, and the results of those numbers. So when you see positive results for the variances, positive numbers are good. Negative numbers are bad for the cost variance and schedule variance. For the CPI and SPI, numbers greater than 1 are always good, and numbers less than 1 are always bad. So having said that, this is still like a lot of information, a lot of plus equations and numbers. I know it's too much information, but now I'm going to move forward creating this example for you to help me to do it as a team. So the first thing that I'm going to do is read the question. This is exactly the question that you will see in the exam. The only thing is that in the exam, you don't need to calculate the numbers, but you need to understand the concept. Take that into consideration. That is a good news. So a project has a budgeted completion of 2,000. Please pay attention. This is the budgeted completion of my beautiful project. And expected to last 6 months. This is the total duration of my beautiful project. Last 6 months. After 3 months, you remember that I went to my backyard after 1 hour. This is after 3 months. It's like a cut date to check the status. How you doing, guys? So after 3 months, the project manager reports that the plan called for the spending of $1,000 by the 3rd month. The actual cost, it's $750. And the earned value, it's $80. So having said that, we have the 3 dimensions very clear. Okay, I got it in a minute. Okay, Pamela, that's a good idea. She took a picture. All right. Okay, so now I want to make sure the first thing that you need to do for the exam is understand the 3 dimensions. So the actual cost, plan value, and earned value. That is the 3 things that you need to identify. Let's say, what are you doing? I'm just teaching you how to pass the exam. Identify the 3 dimensions. So the actual cost, I'm going to change the color of my pen. Be with me. I know it's too much, but you will see now how cool the final decision of this question. So the actual cost, it's $750. Be with me because I'm going to start asking you. Actual cost, it's $750. The earned value, it's $800. And the planned value is $1,000. 1, 2, 3. You know, Lisette, how you know? Yes, because you need to read the theory and the definition that I gave you last week. So I know that today is too much information, but just for now, just believe me. The actual cost is $750. The earned value is $800. And the planned value is $1,000. Period. You have the 3 dimensions. It's the only thing that you need to calculate if we're doing good or bad. So now we need to calculate the CPI. We need to calculate the CPI. I'm sorry, CPI. Okay, let me just erase this. We need to calculate the indicators, the parameters, so we can know at the end of the day if we are doing good or bad. So we need to calculate the variances, CV. Here, you see, CV, CB, CPI, SB, and SPI. You see the question, cost performance index, which is CPI, cost variance is CV, schedule performance index, it's SPI, and schedule variance is SV. Believe me, the first time that I So this in my case, oh my goodness, what is this? So many things. No, you'll be fine because you will be practicing before the exam. So the first day is like this. Oh my gosh, too many things. All right. So step number 2 is just putting in black and white the formula. So please help me here. Remember that variances is something minus something. Something minus something. CPI, it's something divided by something. And SPI, it's something divided by something. So now, remember that I told you, this is a tip for the exam. Cost variance, when you see C here, that will be actual cost, the second term here, actual cost. When you see CPI, cost performance index, this number here, it's actual cost. So now I have 2 formulas on the top. So this is the same way that you're going to do in the exam. Just put it in black and white, the formulas immediately. So schedule variance, when you see S, which is schedule variance, this number here, it's plan value. Boom, plan value. SPI, this number here, it's plan value. So now we have the set or the suite, the set of formulas. Now I'm going to ask a volunteer. This volunteer will be Miss Lisette.
I knew it.
Yes, this volunteer will be Miss Larissa. This will be Miss Jules. And this one will be, let me see, Miss Claudia is here. Let me check. Miss Claudia. No, she's not here. But I'm going to ask Miss Pamela, number 4. Okay, so now I want you to help me calculating these numbers. All right. So let's do this. Miss Lisette, CPI. CPI, it's, what is it?
It's going to be 800 divided by 750.
Exactly. It's earned value divided by
Actual cost.
actual cost. So the earned value, it's 800 divided by actual cost, which is 750. How much is that, Miss Lisette? You can use your
1.07.
1.07.
It's more than one.
Okay. Question, please pay attention. This is so cool. This number that you see here, which is 1.07, is this number greater than 1 or less than 1?
Greater than 1.
Greater, meaning that we are doing good in terms of cost. Let me continue. This is the only way that you can say we're doing good or bad. It's based on the results. So in the same moment that you see something greater than 1, okay, good. You don't need to overanalyze. You don't need to understand. Just put it. It's greater than 1. Boom.
You don't need to
Good.
understand.
It's that said. This is a methodology to pass the exam. I'm not expecting perfection that you can understand everything today, but this is something that nobody explained. Nobody explained this like this. Very like detailed. All right. Let me ask the volunteer number 2. I don't remember. It was Miss Larissa. Cost variance. So cost variance equals earned value.
Yes, so cost variance equals earned value minus actual cost. So it's 800 minus 750. So it's equal at
Equals?
50.
Okay, question, Miss Larissa. This is positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So when you see the positive, are we doing good or bad?
We're doing good.
Good. Good in terms of cost. Now, I love this. The volunteer for the equation number 3, schedule performance index. Now we need to see if we're doing good in terms of time. So schedule performance index formula, it's earned value divided by plan value. So I think it was Miss Pamela, no, Miss Jules. Who's the volunteer here, number 3?
Me?
Okay, okay. Earned value, how much is earned value?
800.
Okay. Divided by plan value, how much is the plan value?
1,000. 1,000.
Okay, now pay attention, team. your attention in this result. So now, how much is 800 divided by 1,000, Miss Jules?
0.8.
0.8. Question. Is this number greater than 1 or less than 1? This number?
Less.
Less than 1. Yes, it's less than 1. Meaning, in terms of time and duration schedule, we are doing bad. We are late. Meaning we will be late. Okay. This is the 1, 2, 3, step 1, step 2, step 3. Calculate, be so positive, boom. That's it. Now, thank you so much, Miss Jules. Now, I think Miss Pamela, what is the schedule variance? It's schedule variance equals earned value minus plan value. How much is, Miss Pamela, can you do that? Oh, no, I don't know if you're driving.
Yes. No. I actually just arrived just right now. So let me see. So it would be
Earned value?
800 minus
Yes, minus.
1,000.
Mm-hmm. How much is that?
So it would be minus 200.
So pay attention now. This number is negative. Are we doing good or bad? Negative number in variances?
Bad.
Bad, absolutely. So negative numbers, bad. Positive numbers, good. So having said that, look at the terminology that the PMI Global Standard is using just to define the status of the project. So I'm going to boom, boom, boom. Let me just try to put this in black and white. I'm going to, okay, let me do this so you can take the note. I'm going to do something right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to keep this page like this. Oh my gosh, I'm stop sharing. Sorry. So I'm going to copy and paste. So now I can clean my screen. So now okay, now I can clean the screen. So let me just clean everything so you can see how can we speak like project managers, very professional. So from now on, if someone is asking you, hey, what is the status of the project? We are under budget, we are on schedule, we are behind schedule, we are on time, we will be early, but based on earned value. So now it's like a little bit like a more professional analysis. So cost performance index, it's 1 point something, which is greater than 1. So the value greater than 1, I told you that, is just providing an overview. We are under budget. So instead of you say, we're doing bad, like very like informal, now you can say, we are under budget. We're spending more money than the approved amount that we have on records. So the cost variance now is different. It's positive number here, positive value, under budget. So under budget is good because you're saving money. Under budget, positive here, under budget. Greater than 1, under budget. Schedule performance index, now you can say that it's less than 1. We will be late. We are doing late. And the schedule variance, negative value, we will be late. So just to summarize, what is the value? It's a methodology to determine if the project is under budget, over budget, on budget. It's the methodology so we can determine if we are on time, behind schedule, or just late. So this is the only way to respond to those questions in the exam. And remember, we don't need to calculate the numbers in the exam, but there will be a lot of questions trying to confuse you about the concept. So now you know positive, good, negative is bad. Greater than 1 or less than 1. This is the earned value management. Remember that I'll be here if you need help or we need to switch to continue. So let me know question, comments, too many things. Oh my gosh, it's right there. What was that, Mr. George? Is right D?
If you look to the side, it's a face going like this.
It's like an
Ah,
emoji
the emoji.
or like a, yeah,
So
for
I
old people.
I remember when I was taking the class, my teacher was from NASA, and I took the PMP class on Atlanta, Georgia for 1 week. It was a boot camp every day, 6 8 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I remember this topic was, everybody was, oh my goodness. But at the end of the day, you don't worry about it. You will be fine for the exam because you have 6 weeks to study and understand the concept. Okay, any additional question, comment in the chat? Miss Larissa, can you be my TA today? Can you help me? Can you see anything in the chat, Miss Larissa?
Yes, nothing in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Let me check what time is it because we have a special time today. I'm going to give you time so you can have, no, we have time, 20 more minutes. So I'm going to give you the 10 minutes break at 8 o'clock plus 5 minutes. So you can synchronize as a team to present the topics for the assignments. All right, let me start sharing right now. I'm going to transition to the next topic, which is quality management. Okay, this is earned value management. Remember that I'm posting every single PowerPoint on the classroom. So you will be fine to study and you can just watch the video one more time. And of course, I'll be here if you have any specific question. So let me share my screen. Miss Larissa, can you see quality management front page here? Can you see it, anyone?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so now just forget about earned value. That is the past, that is cost management, right? So now this topic is so beautiful because it's quality. So let me ask you a question, and I'm not expecting perfection. And thank you, Jules, for that phrase. When you see the word quality, what is the first idea that comes to your mind? Like quality to me is boom, whatever.
Bougie.
How you spell that?
VO.
Can you put in the chat? That,
Yeah.
but let me check. That is new too. Whoa, I want you to explain that to me, Bougie. Whoa.
Bougie. Yeah.
Bougie.
Like of high quality, you know?
Okay. Like como alta gama, something like that.
Yeah, like a Gucci
Oh,
bag.
okay. Like a
Or
Louis Vuitton.
Prada or something. Just something of quality.
Yes, high quality. So Miss Pamela says, you said quantity. Quantity comes to my, quantity. Okay, for you, it's a lot of food, for example. In this restaurant, the quality because they serve a lot of food. Okay, quantity, that's okay. Every single person, every single human being, you have a different idea about quality. So let's say, es Niña Poppy. Okay, thank you, Miss Lisette. So Lisette is telling me standard. I love it. Yes, standard. Anyone else? Standard. Yes. So we have bougie, we have quantity, standard. Anyone else? Any other ideas about quality, Mr. George, Miss Larissa? When you see quality, boom, something just hit me. Standard, quantity, bougie. Okay. So if we want to pass the exam, the CAPM exam, we need to know what is the definition of the PMI. So please pay attention. I'm going to, those ideas are absolutely good. And Miss Jules, anything from you? Any comments about quality? Let me check the chat. No, I don't see.
Like another word that comes to mind, or what?
It's another word for quality.
Quality. Valuable.
Valuable, yes. You see, valuable, it could be something good, comfortable, cómodo, algo bonito, beautiful. So quality is all over the places. So every single person and human being, we have a different idea about quality. So that's why we need to standardize the definition of quality for the exam. So quality for the PMI Global Standard definitions, tools, and techniques, the definition is, please pay attention. Quality is about fulfilling requirements. Fulfill requirements. So when you see this expression like fulfill requirements, is that you need to give to the customers exactly what they want. No more, no less. So fulfilling requirements, it's the definition of quality for the exam. Of course, it's a little bit more, but this is the idea. When you are clear about the requirements from your stakeholders, you will be able to deliver quality. So having said that, the first thing that we need to do in project management, in business management, it's understand who is your customer. Because we need to make the customers happy. If you don't know the requirements of the customers, you won't be able to make your customers happy. So step number one, identify customers. Number two, understand the requirements from my customers. So having said that, we are now moving into the day number 5. This is supposed to be previous, but anyway, quality management is supposed to be last week, but we didn't cover that topic. So I'm moving quality for today because I want to be very transparent. We're a little behind, but we'll be fine. Quality management today and then resource management. So I'm moving one topic one by one. So just to let you know. All right. So at the end of this module, we will be able to, number one, mention the 3 processes of quality. Mention the 3 quality processes in a project. Only 3, happy face. Integration management, we talk about 7 processes. Risk management, 7. Quality, 3. Cost, 4. So we have, this is very easy, this topic. Number 2, we are going to understand quality tools like root cause analysis and continuous improvement. I love this concept. And I have an example based on my real life at Cisco. The bullet number 3 here, part of the goals of this chapter, it's understand quality management in different project environments. And number 4, we will be talking about how to apply some of these tools into real life projects. This is the example that I'm going to share with you guys today. Real life, something real. Okay, I want to, you see, I want to give you now the time for you to synchronize team number 1, team number 2, team number 3, because team number 3 is going to speak first. Today it's the opposite. So Mr. George and Miss Claudia and Miss Taina, you need to speak to us a little bit about project quality management. So let me give you time. I'm going to create the web breakout rooms. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes plus 10. That'll be 15 minutes. So it's 7:48. So now we're going to take the break and also the breakout. So Miss Lee said, how much, what time we're supposed to come back? 7:48 plus 15. Help me out here to put my alarm. 7:48.
7:15. No.
No.
8:15.
No.
8:03.
7.
8:03. No, we're gonna be out. We're
Yes.
leaving right now.
Yes, 8:03. 8:03. I think so, yes. 8 plus 5, 13. Yes, 8:03. So now I'm going to create the breakout rooms.
Larissa's a better TA because she can do basic subtraction and addition. I cannot.
Okay, that was funny. Let me just create the breakout rooms so you can have time. Number 1, you can drink water, relax, stretch, and come back. So rule number 1, I will assign Miss Larissa, Miss Lisette. Rule number 2, I'm going to assign team number 2, Miss Pamela and Miss Jules. Team number 3 will be Mr. George and Miss Time. So what is the idea? The idea is that in these 5 minutes, you said, okay, you are going to present, or you are going to check in ChatGPT, and I'm going to read the PM book content. That's it. Any question? Are you guys ready for the break? Put a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Ready for the break?
Wait, only team 3 is gonna present?
For now. Then team number 3 and then team number 1. You are going. Let me check because I changed the homework for today. Let me just. I put it in the CAPM WhatsApp chat. Let me check because I changed the quality, the order. So today, assignment day number 5, project resource management, team number 1, let's say, look at the WhatsApp chat. Team number 1 is going to speak about resource management. It's on the WhatsApp chat that I put it last Friday.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Any question? And team number 2, trends and emerging practices in resource management, page 310. That is team number 2. Is that you guys clear?
Professor, I have a question. Is that in the PowerPoint for today?
Yes.
Can I find that in?
No, it's in. Let me check. Let me check right now. I think so. At the end, let me just stop sharing. I don't want to confuse you. Let me check. I think so. It's in the bottom. If you scroll down here. Yes, it's project resource management. Yes, Miss Jules, it's in quality. If you open quality on the classroom, you will see the slides on the bottom. You will see the content. So you don't need to open that. Yep. If you have any question, just let me know.
I have one question. Team 3 is doing project communications management, right?
No.
Oh, no? I must have read the wrong thing.
Uh,
Oops. Well, my team will fill me in then.
okay. No, look at the WhatsApp chat. It's resource management. Oh, I'm confusing you right now. Okay, I just changed the homework. That's something that you need. I'm sorry, I changed it because I changed the order of the topics. So the homework that we need to do today, it's a little bit different. Let me do not. It's resource management. Team number 3 now is going to speak about project resource management.
Oh, we all got it.
You see, now it's a little bit different. So let me just refresh. I want to make sure we are clear. Let me just go back and make sure we are clear. If you want to, from scratch. Okay, now I'm going to give you time so you can check the Bible. So you can check the PowerPoint. You can check everything. You can check ChatGPT, whatever. So let me give you the assignment. So the team number, I don't know, put team number 3. Yes, team number 3. Yes. Okay, let me give you one more time the homework. This is the team number 3 is going to speak a little bit about this is quality. Okay.
Professor, I have a question. Because the picture on the group chat is a different page.
It's very different. Okay, I want you to forget about WhatsApp because I don't want to confuse you. Team number 3, just focus on this. Project quality management, page 271, just one page. Just look at that page and read it in front of the class, like a little bit, like 3 or 4 lines. What is project quality management? Page 271. That is quality. So let me just continue to check team number 1. This is team number 3. So let me continue because I got here. Okay, let me assign from here. I don't want to confuse you, man. We don't have time for that. Okay. I'm sorry for that. I'm confused myself. All right. Team number 3, we're going to start with Mr. George and Miss Tina. Project quality management, team number 3, boom. Now, team number one, which is Lisette and Miss Larissa, I'm going to give you the process number 1. Let me go to the specific part. Okay, you are going to speak. Okay, take this page, considerations for agile and adaptive. I'm going to put team number 1 here. Okay, insert here, team 1. If you need more time to check the content, just let me know. Because it's just... The only thing you need to do now is check the page number, team 1. All right, let me assign team number
The page number isn't there for like on this slide right here. Or do I go to 271 and I look for when it starts talking about this?
Okay, something that we can do just for today, go directly to Gemini or Copilot and just research something about considerations for agile and adaptive environments when we're talking about quality here, quality management.
Is this related to tailoring considerations or no?
No, this is regarding agility.
Okay.
Management. Okay, put this into the prompt that I gave you. Quality management. What considerations, what to consider on agile and adaptive environments. And you don't need to go to the Bible. Just put it in the assistant, AI assistant. That is thing number 1. Is that clear?
For reference, can
Mhm.
I have the PMBOK page number?
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm going to give you the page. I have the book right now, the Bible, which is quality management.
And it will
I'll use the
be,
index.
I'm going to give you the page. And in team number 2 also, I'm going to give you
yeah,
the...
I should look for
Number-
myself.
Yeah. Can you do what I said?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So let me continue with T number 2. T number 2 is going to speak about cost of quality. That's T number 2. You can check that in the Bible. T number 2. T 2. Boom. So T number 2. Okay, T number 2, cost of quality. You can use ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini, or you can go to the Bible. So let me know if you need the page number, or can you do it, Miss Jules, just using your Bible. Go to quality and look at cost of quality, one of the tools for plant quality management. Let me go to quality. So the page of quality management, it's on the top right here.
Oh, I think it says it there, 283 on the slide.
Okay.
I think.
Let
At the
me,
bottom.
okay. Oh, here, yes, 283. Okay, page 283. Let me make sure it's there, 283. Miss Jules, can you open your Bible if you want to? If not, you can search into Copilot, Gemini, or
Yeah.
So
283.
And just confirm if that is the page. Yes.
All right, I have the book.
That is the page. I have it in my hand in front of me. Yes.
Okay.
Say you need help with the Agile page, Ms. Lisette? Team number 1?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to give you 15 minutes. 5 minutes just to read and make a decision who will be presenting, and 10 minutes just for the regular break. Is everything clear? Are you guys ready for the break?
So now we'll be back at 8:15.
Oh, yes, 8:15. Menos 2 minutos, 8:13. Because it's 7:58.
I was trying to buy myself 2 minutes.
That's okay. Okay, I'll see you at 8:13 minutes. I'll be here if you need me. I'm going to send you to your rooms, breakout rooms right now, so you have your privacy. So breakout rooms, I'm sending you to the private rooms. And remember that you can share your screen at any time. I'm giving you the permission. Okay, see you later. Yes, now, yeah. Okay, perfect. Let me ask you, anything else from PMBOK or ChatGPT or Copilot? That was
Yes.
what do you use?
Yeah, so they're saying that there's three main processes:
Mhm,
quality planning,
mhm.
quality assurance, and quality control.
Yes, absolutely. I think that it's a really good high level explanation. So anything else, thing number 3, Mr. George?
Yeah, I mean, I could explain what those are if you'd like.
Just like a one line per
Yeah.
like a little bit. Yes, you can.
Yeah, for sure. So quality planning is identifying quality requirements and standards for the project.
Mhm.
Like defining acceptable error rates in the software testing or whatever. And then quality assurance, this involves audits, reviews, and evaluations. I think that speaks for itself. And then quality control, which is the last one. They use like testing, inspections, and statistical sampling, like running software tests and measuring and reviewing documents for errors. Fine.
Absolutely. I think that's perfect. Just explain a little bit about each one of those processes. And that is the introduction of quality management. So thank you so much. Remember that after every single participation, I need reactions because I need to know that you're here with me. So I'm going to check the reactions. Miss Lisette, Miss Jules, just like a plus, it could be a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thing number 3, congratulations, good job. But I need you. Yes, thank you. Wow, 90% feedback. Thank you so much. All right. So having said that, project quality management, by definition, as thing number 3 just explained right now, those are the processes required to make sure that the project will satisfy the needs for which it was undertaken. So that is the definition in overall. However, as you know, we have 3 different processes in quality management. The process number 1, it's planning, plan quality management. The process number 2, it's manage the quality. So when you planning is about define goals and objectives here and what task we'll need to do, like ideas and strategies for quality management. When you see the process number 2, it's about executing, managing the quality, is about just putting into practice the plan. It's creating and it's acting in terms of the plan, based on the plan. However, the process number 3, now that I know the requirements, quality standards, I have the action items in place. Now I need to control quality and track the results so we can improve. So having said that, it's just an explanation and overview. Planning, it's about identifying the quality requirements and standards. So T number 3 just said it very clearly. This is clear. It's documenting how to demonstrate compliance with quality requirements and standards. So this is not only identify the requirements, but also how can I track? How can I represent the reality in terms of the execution of my tasks and activities? How can I control? How can I measure the quality? So executing, the definition is translating the quality plan, which is this document, into actions. And we said that before. And it's to incorporate the organization's quality policies into the project. What does that say? Remember that you're supposed to be under an umbrella, which is your organization, the company. That it's the corporate businesses. So having said that, if you don't know what to do, all of a sudden, I don't know how can I do the quality my little small project. Okay, check out the quality of the company and you can just adopt those quality standards and do the same for the project. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel if you don't have a specific quality plan for your specific project. So having said that, now that I have the standards, I have the requirements, I'm doing the actions, I'm executing quality, now I need to make sure I'm controlling the results. So it's about using like a tracking results. You will see a lot of numbers, analysis, tables. You will see the tools that the PMI is including in this chapter. And the example that I'm going to share with you, it's about how to use a couple of tools. So I'm going to move forward because I want to present the real example. Because sometimes one example is better than 10 or 20 pages of blah, blah, blah in PowerPoint. So some of the tools that I'm going to explain using my example, it's the cause effect diagram. What does that say? The control chart, flow charts, histograms, sampling inspections. So some of these tools I'm going to show you as part of my example. So having said that, this is just the overview of the introduction. So now I'm going to give you the time to read this quiz and just think about it and let me know it's A, B, C, or D using the chat, the Zoom chat. So let me copy this link into the chat so you can let me know if this link is working properly. Remember, you don't need to do the link right now. You can use the Zoom chat. So let me copy and paste the links so you have the links for your records. Copy and paste. Wow, you did it. You did it, you did it, you did it. You're responding. Okay, any volunteer, Miss Larissa, you're my TA today. Let me know if this link is working properly, if you can open the link.
Yes, I can open the link.
Thank you. All right, so take your time and answer the question using the Zoom chat. And I can see Miss Tina. Thank you, Miss Larissa. You did it. Miss Tina, Miss Jules, Miss Pamela, Mr. George. Okay, I got more than 90% of feedback. Yes. So absolutely, this is the project will satisfy the needs for which it was undertaken. Yes, that is A. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So key concept that we need to understand. Remember that I'm not expecting that you are memorizing every single definition because it's too much. This is not the time for that. So please just relax. So quality, by definition, is the degree to which a set of characteristics fulfill requirements. So that's why I gave you the two keywords at the beginning of the class, because I want you to keep that in mind. It's about fulfilling requirements, period. That is quality. Fulfilling requirements, fulfilling expectations, making my customers happy. That is quality. Giving them no more, no less, just exactly what they expect. That is quality. So another philosophy or key concept in project quality management, it's prevention of an inspection. Okay, let's say. Okay, what is the difference? One thing is to prevent, and another thing is to inspect. So quality management, as the PMI, CAPM exam, it's better to prevent than inspect. So when you see the prevention definition, it's about keeping errors out of the processes, right? So manage quality, it's prevention driven. So this is preferred. I'm going to put un corazón, just one heart. When you see inspection, it's keeping errors out of the hands of the customer. So controlling quality is inspection driven. So having said that, both are good. However, we prefer prevention. So I'm going to put two hearts here, dos corazones, two, and here one. That's my opinion. So it's better to prevent. So prevention over inspection. So keep that in mind for the exam. Prevention, it's better than inspection. And I think I have a quiz talking about that. So let me ask a volunteer if you guys can help me reading this definition of customer satisfaction. Let me ask, let me check who's here. All right, I'm going to ask Miss Jules. Can you help me reading the definition of customer satisfaction? If you can.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Understanding, evaluating, defining, and managing requirements so that customer expectations are met. Conformance to requirements and fitness for use. The product needs to satisfy the real needs.
Yep.
Agile manifesto, principle number 1. Smiley face.
Thank you so much, Miss Jules. So when you see customer satisfaction is another quality philosophy. It's like mindset. So customer satisfaction, as I was mentioning right now, is just how can I make my customer happy? It's understanding the customer. It's evaluating what are the priorities, what are the needs. It's defining the requirements so we can know what this person is expecting so we can provide quality. It's conformance to what? Requirements, one more time, and fitness for use. The product needs to satisfy the real needs. So the only way that you can satisfy the needs is if you understand, if you're listening carefully. So this is something that you said, no, it's very easy. No, it's not easy. Sometimes you have you want to present new ideas. I don't care about your opinion. So make sure that you can listen carefully to your customers. And for those who were here last week, I think, we're talking about that Agile is based on 4 values and 12 principles. So the principle number 1 in agility is customer satisfaction. Principle number 1. It's just to have that on your notes. Agile Manifesto, principle number 1 is customer satisfaction. All right. I'm going to continue. Miss Larissa, if you see any question, just let me know. If you see anything, any comment on the chat. Are you here, Miss Larissa?
Yes, nothing at the moment.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Another philosophy, continuous. I put continual, continuing. You can pronounce just improvement, meaning that every single time you have a room to do better. It's changing for better. So let me ask you, volunteer help. Mr. George, can you help me reading this concept, continual improvement?
Yes, continual improvement. The PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act, is the basis for quality improvement as defined by Deming, also known as Kaizen, change for better, from the Japanese management term. Quality improvement initiatives such as TQM and Six Sigma may improve both the quality of project management and the quality of the product, service, or result.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask any volunteer, anyone, can you check on Google who is Mr. Deming? So I'm going to continue. So let me know who can check who is this person, Deming? Dr. Deming. Dr. Deming, who's that guy? Okay, I'm going to continue. Dr. Deming, let me know when you got it, but I'm going to continue speaking. So
A statistician and academic
yes, what else?
and management
Engineer.
consultant.
Yes. Is that anything else about Mr. Deming, Dr. Deming?
He taught Japanese executives and engineers his methods for quality control.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that it's perfect because you mentioned engineer, Japanese. So this person, Dr. Deming, it's from the United States. He's an American. He was an American. And he moved to Japan and he implemented the continuous improvement, Six Sigma, quality, lean, a lot of methodologies. And now the Japanese, they said, it's mine, but now we are just fighting for the Dr. Deming initiatives in quality management. So he invented the PDCA loop. This is like the PDCA, it's about that you need to plan anything. Then you execute the plan. Then you need to check if you can improve something. And then when you decide and you identify something to improve, you act constantly. This is the Deming cycle, PDCA. This is very popular in management. PDCA. What is that? It's a Deming cycle, meaning that you can improve anything at any time, continuously. So in Japanese, the terminology is Kaizen. So this is very popular terminology. And Kaizen, it's about changing for better. That is the explanation of this word. It's the same, but in Japanese, changing for better from the Japanese management term. So this person, Dr. Deming, he said that quality improvement initiatives as TQM, what is that? Another theory. Total quality management, Six Sigma, those are from Mr. Deming, may improve both the quality of project management and also the quality of the product, the quality of the service, and the quality of your process. So you can improve everything, people, processes, products, solutions, results, services. You can improve everything constantly, not only one time, but constantly. So I love this because this is for real. I agree with this person because in agility, we can do that at the end of the sprint. Just improve the next sprint. So some of the philosophies for total quality management is Six Sigma. What is that? Let's say this is another quality. I know it's too many things, but this is beautiful. It's another quality philosophy. Another one. So Six Sigma, if you search Six Sigma certifications, there are a lot of different, like black belt, like white belt, like green belt. Six Sigma is like a strong certification globally. This is a popular philosophy. Okay, I want a volunteer reading for me, not me. Let me ask. Miss Tina, can you read Six Sigma? And then Miss Pamela, be ready to help me reading.
Yes, Six Sigma. It's a popular philosophy of quality management that focuses on achieving very high levels of quality by controlling the process and reducing defects. Defect. It's anything that does not meet the standards of the customer.
Exactly. So thank you so much. So when you see Six Sigma, it's about tracking results, right? Tracking the process's performance. So the Six Sigma is about eliminating the problems, the defects, the errors, the mistakes. So in this, it's a popular philosophy of quality management that focuses on achieving very high levels of quality by controlling and reducing the problems, the errors, defects. So the definition of a defect is anything that does not meet a customer quality standards. So having said that, pay attention. This is a CAPM exam question. At this level, so high level of quality standard, at the Six Sigma level, the number of 99 point, almost 100% of every single observations that you do into your process meet almost perfectionists, meet quality standards. This means, please, I want you to be with me here, this paragraph, that when quality reaches the Six Sigma standards, the results will be such that only 3.4 out of every 1 million observations do not meet quality standards, meaning the process is almost perfect. This is, what is that? Let's say this is a quality standards. If you can achieve this level of quality, your process is almost perfect. Believe me, this is not easy. This is standard established by Motorola, remember Japanese, but in real life, it was Mr. Deming, Dr. Deming. So it's only 3.4 defects in 1 million of observations. So this is high. Okay, question for you guys. Go to the quiz and let me know if this is true or false. You can respond using the chat. Remember that every single question, you got it on the link. So you can complete the quizzes later if you want to. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely. Yes. So the process here is almost perfect. That is true. It is almost perfect. That is Six Sigma. Okay. I want to introduce team number 1. Anything to say about considerations for agility in terms of quality concept?
Yes. Quality management, today's topic, considerations for agile or adaptive environments. Both the Bible and ChatGPT gave us basically a summary that included small batches of work and including as frequent deliverables. So even how you said to prove that we deserve a certificate for this class, you want to give as many deliverables as possible. Even that concept is an agile that comes from agility. And that's a way to be able to frequently review the steps. The key concepts I got were frequent quality and review steps throughout the project and not just at the end. So like the way you give us assignments throughout the course. It's when talking about quality management for agile, it's checking the effectiveness of the quality process. So for me, that's like agile is asking even like the way that we're determining the quality, is that a good way to even determine that? Like let's, like is this quality process the best one we can use? Again, focusing on small batches of work for, and then aiming to spot issues earlier in the process, as costs would generally be lower, to like in the beginning of the project, it's cheaper to switch everything if you have to, rather at the end when you have so many things probably invested and accumulated.
Yep. Let me ask you, did you read both ChatGPT and Bible? So you summarize both.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, team number one. I need applause or reactions, thumbs up. So thank you, team number one. Good job. That was a very comprehensive definition that you are providing. Thank you so much. I don't see the reactions, just two people, Mr. George and Miss Jules. So I don't see where are you putting the reactions, Miss Taina and Miss Pamela? Let me see.
I actually had a question.
Okay.
It's sort of off topic, but is waterfall another word for agile, adaptive? It just came to mind.
Okay, I'm going to respond that question right now. I love it. George is Mr. George put here. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I asked it in the chat.
Okay, I believe waterfall is derivative of predictive, but as teacher. Okay. All right. I'm going to respond that right now. Okay. Remember that we have two types of projects. We have predictive and adaptive, right? Predictive, it's waterfall.
Oh, okay.
Adaptive is agile. So they're absolutely the opposite. So not at all.
Okay,
So
okay.
approaches that we need to know the difference for the exam. But yes, that. So did I respond your question, right?
Yes. The answer is no.
That is absolutely no. Okay. So having said that, now that we know that agility, it's special, Ms. Lisette was explaining how agile is taking the quality. How can we perform quality and agility? Remember, let me just explain. This is so beautiful because in agility, remember that we have this type of projects constantly delivering value. Remember that we organize the projects into sprints. This is an agile project, right? This is the start of the project, and this is the end. In agility, this is an agile project. In agile project, we have short cycles of time, like short time, like a 1 to 4 weeks. The name of those cycles are sprints. Sprint number 1, sprint number 2, sprint number 3, sprint number 4, right? So in terms of quality, when you finish any sprint here, boom, at the end of the sprint, after 4 weeks, so very like early in the process, as Ms. Lisa was explaining, you have the retrospective. What is the retrospective? It's a meeting here when you have 3 questions. What went well? What went not so well? And how can we do better next time? So as soon as you finish the sprint, wow, we need to improve this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So constantly, you are going to identify a lot of things to do better. So that's why I love agility, because it's flexible and you have more opportunity to do whatever you want at any time. So agile methodologies call for frequent quality and review steps, right? Throughout the project life cycle. Why? Because we need to do the retrospective, like it's mandatory. This is a ceremony in agility. We do the retrospective meetings regularly, right? So we check on the effectiveness of the quality process. So small batches, meaning that you have like 3 things to do in one sprint. So you'll be able to identify on a small batches, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 little things to do better. So it's easier to identify what to improve. So that's basically the considerations for agile and adaptive environments. Let me continue. Miss Larissa, if you see any question in the chat, is this clear? I want feedback. Put number 5 in the chat. Okay, Lisa, you can continue so I can feel better about agility. Okay, thank you, Miss Larissa, Mr. George, Miss Pamela, thank you. So agility, constantly improving. I love it. Inspection and adaptation. All right. So I'm going now to jump into a concept that I want to introduce, which is the example that I promised. So when you see plan quality management, we need to know, and you said it like 3 times today, we need the standards, quality standards, but also sometimes you need to know the regulations from the government. So this is a mandatory things that you need to include into the quality. And standards just nice to have. Standards, it's based on best practices, but regulations, this is absolutely obligatorio, mandatory regulations. Fire safety codes, COVID-19, cybersecurity, data privacy. So this is a must. So those are two things that you need to keep into consideration when you are planning the quality for your project. So let me stop sharing because I want to jump into the cost of quality for the team number 2. Yes, it's the next one. Yay. We are on time. After that, I'm going to jump into the example that we have. All right, so let me share my screen one more time. So Miss Jules and Miss Pamela, be ready. You are next. Okay, these are the inputs for planning quality. And then one of the most important tools when you are planning the quality is the cost of quality. Why? Because you need to analyze. As Miss Lisa was explaining, nothing is for free. You need to pay for that. So quality, cost. We have a cost of quality. This is absolutely not true. Quality is not free. It's absolutely no. You need to pay. You need to pay money, time, effort, planning, time, meetings, conversations. Quality is not free. So now I want to invite team number 2 to talk a little bit about cost of quality. Team number 2. Team number 2. What do you learn?
Pam, you want to start with conformance?
Yeah, sure. So cost of conformance. This is the money spent during a project to prevent failures. So training, documentation, and proper equipment to ensure you build a quality product. They also do appraisal costs, spending on activities like testing, inspections that we just talked about a couple minutes ago, and the access of the quality of what you're building, and the cost of conformance, internal failure costs, rework, scrap. The money spent on failure found on project team. This includes the rework, the scrap. There's external failure costs like liabilities, warranty work, and loss of business. So yeah, those are the examples. You do not want that. These are the costs that arise from failures found by the customer. So that means that you did not expect their needs and that you're doing a horrible job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So much that I want to say before we move forward. It's just thank you so much, team number 2. You did it good because you read it from the PMBOK Bible or ChatGPT. Which one did you use?
So Pam went over
Gemini.
cost of conformance. Do you want me to do non-conformance if there's time? If not, it's okay.
Yes. We have time. Go ahead, Miss Jules.
All right. So can I share screen?
Let me give permission. Yes, you can share your screen. You can do it right now.
Okay. Okay. So let's go through. Okay. So cost of non-conformance is what a company pays when things go wrong due to poor quality. So there's 2 categories for non-conformance: internal failure costs. So that happens before the product reaches the customer. So for example, rework, fixing a defective product during production. So while it's being made, having to fix it again. Scrap, throwing away unusable materials. And then we have an example here. A car manufacturer discovers faulty brakes during final inspection and has to redo the assembly, and that costs time and money. Then there's external. This occurs after the product is delivered. So repairs, liabilities, costs that caused harm, or customers switching to competitors because of the poor quality. So example, a phone with battery issues leads to recalls, having to send it back, lawsuits, or customers losing trust. This is a little graph I found. Oh, by the way, this information I got with Copilot. And
Love
then I also found this graph. Copilot sent me, it's from a source. So let me read.
I'm gonna give you one more minute, Miss Jules.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Just read that. But I
Her
love
teaching
it.
experience is coming out.
Okay, so here we have the line graph. It's cost of quality over time. So a typical cost of quality line graph tracks 4 key components across time period: prevention costs, appraisal costs, internal failure, external failure.
Yep.
So here we have the line graph that represents the cost of non-conformance. Okay, I'm done.
That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, can you just okay, yeah, let me just try to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen one more time? Anyone? Can you see it?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Okay. So if we're going to forget everything about cost of quality, never forget that if you say, no, I don't have money for this. Let's say this is too much. I'm sorry. Okay, you don't want to pay for cost of conformance, but you need to pay at the end of the day for this one, which is worst. So that is your decision. Sooner or later, you need to invest in quality. So my recommendation is just think about prevention, appraisal costs, training, documents, equipment, testing, management, meetings, training. So do whatever it takes. That is my recommendation based on my experience, because here it's worst if you are going to pay for non-conformance. So your customers are going to change. They're going to say, no, I don't want your business. That is very bad quality. I'm sorry, this is too late to me. The non-conformance, that'll be too late. So having said that, I need an applause and thumbs up for the team number 2. You were beyond expectations. You shared your screen. Both of you guys did a great job. So I need to know, I need to see the reactions. Thumbs up. Let me see. ¿Dónde están los reactions? Okay. Thank you, Miss Larissa. Thank you, Miss Luce. Corazón. You see, that is the only way that you hear with me. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to jump into the most beautiful part of this class, which is the example, because finally it's too much terminologies and definitions, but now I want to translate my own experience based on some of these tools and techniques based on my experience. So I'm going to share with you the CIS-98 migration at Cisco in a couple of 16 countries in Latin America, LATAM. So let me share with you these tools, before I share with you the final. Yes. Okay, now I'm ready. So I'm jumping into the specific page here. All right. So let me share with you a couple of tools and techniques to control quality. Now that I have quality, I have a plan, I have a couple of things to do. Now I need to control the quality. I know the standards, I have the plan, I'm doing quality. So now we need to keep the level of quality, right? Based on customer requirements. Some of the tools for the exam, this is PMI, absolutely. The tools are data representation. Pay attention, because this is absolutely something practical. Some of examples of data representation are Pareto chart. This is Italian, so it's not Pareto, it's not Pareto or Pareto in English. It's Pareto with the T. This is a Pareto chart representing the mistakes and errors in a process. This is a control chart just representing if we are under the expectations in this range of quality, right? Histograms is about representing data distribution and representing the results of a lot of numbers here, that's a histogram. When you say fishbowl diagram, and I love this one, this is my favorite. I'm going to put it hard here. Scatter diagram is representing results. You see a lot of like data points. This is very general. However, fishbone diagram is a cause and effect diagram. And the example that I'm going to share with you in a couple of minutes, we developed this type of chart. So what is this chart, let's say? This is a tool of control quality. And it's under a data representation tool. So I'm representing a lot of information just in one chart. I'm consolidating a couple of ideas just in one specific chart. The name of that, it's cause and effect diagram, and it's the same as fishbone diagram. So this is the definition for the exam. Cause and effect diagram, please pay attention, show the relationship between variables within a process. Okay. It's can help organize both the processes and team opinions. And I want to make emphasis on this statement here. When I was in charge of cis-98 migration for Cisco in Latin America, it was a lot of opinions, a lot of conversations, a lot of meetings, and I was crazy just taking notes. So the best way to organize ideas is using the cause and effect diagram when we're analyzing a problem and something that we need to control the quality. Another name for this chart is Ishikawa. Ishikawa diagram is the same. Cause and effect diagrams is Ishikawa. So 3 names: cause and effect diagram, Ishikawa, and fishbone. Why? Because this is the chart. Please pay attention, because if you Google, if you research about this chart, you are going to use it. Like, oh my goodness, I can use to do this and this, I can use it to represent a problem. So when you have a problem, in this case, Burger King, bad burgers, they have like different topics to analyze. This is done. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. They have categories to analyze. Is the machine in Burger King? No. Is the methodology? I don't know. Is the materials? So those are topics to speak with your team and investigate why the burgers are bad. Okay, let's analyze the materials. It's not maybe the bread or the French fries not fresh, raw material, maybe it's not clean, not fair prescribed quality. So you analyze one by one each one of those like dimensions or categories. So I'm not expected to explain everything right now, but it's just to represent like a brainstorming. And an international business like Cisco, this was my best friend, fishbone diagram. So I'm going to present the project that I was in charge for Latin America, how I translate this theory into something very practical and very simple. So let me example. This is the example of quality assurance. That it's my opinion in terms of quality. This migration, it was, pay attention, I'm not explaining everything because it's very technical. It was about migrating the CIS-98 contracts to a new contract for every single partner in Latin America. It was a crazy, because the CIS-98 was for free. This is technical service. Can you imagine? For free, like 20 years. So when we got, oh no, we have a lot of costs, so we need to start charging, like making money. Can you imagine? We need to migrate a lot of contracts, and now we are going to charge money. So the objective, it was to bring $6.5 million at the end of the project. The bad news is that I cut the data here, December 18, and the last day of my project was April. So in April, we have only January, February, March, 3 months to go. And when I was trying to check the quality of my customer, remember that my customer was the vice president of sales. So the vice president of sales, he was my customer. So step number 1 in quality, understand the customer requirements. So Mr. Jesus, he was spelling like this. He was from Mexico. He was here in Miami working with me at Doral in this office. Mr. Jesus told me, okay, let's say the only thing that I need, this is my requirement. I need $6 million after the migration. Okay. So when we cut and we observe, we make the observations of the data, we realized that we're very bad. Performance was very low. So the regions were Mexico, Kansas, Chile, Brazil, Apple. This is Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay, those 3 countries. And this is the requirements. So in Mexico, the requirement was $1.5 million. Oh my goodness. Kansas, this is the Caribbean, like islands, 1 million. So far achieved only 27K. Chile, oh my goodness, $0 here achieved. Brazil, oh my goodness, something good. Finally, I'm going to put a happy face here. And Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay, $0. So, oh my goodness, too low. We are behind schedule. So this is a quality, for me, it was a quality management project here because the quality is about fulfill requirements. So the requirement of my customer was, okay, let's say this is my requirement, $6 million. So, oh my goodness, we have only three months to go. How can I do this? So immediately, let me apply quality management. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the first thing that I did was understanding the problem. So this was the data observations that I created a couple of reports. And I realized that in Mexico, this was the results. And I spoke to Brenda Torres. So each one of those regions, thank God I had a specific champion working with me. So after data analysis, I realized that each one of those, they have different situations. I'm not explaining everything, every number here, but it's just to provide quality tools. Number 1, data analysis. Number 2, customer requirements. Number 3, analyzing the problem. So I said, I need a meeting with you guys, but I don't have time to do a meeting today's Friday. So let me send a questionnaire by email. So I create this beautiful email, just 3 questions. Are you guys with me? Are you here? You follow me? Are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing here. Okay. So what I did is just let me do something creative. I'm going to create this email. And I know they don't have time because today's Friday, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I will receive feedback. So let me understand the problem in each one of those countries. So this is the beautiful, easy like tool that I'm implementing. I'm implementing survey or questionnaire. Questionnaire is another quality questionnaire. Questionnario. And I sent it by email. In your opinion, what is the main reason of low bookings in Latin America since net migration? Is operational the problem? It's a communication problem. It's an incentive module problem. So I'm creating like a couple of questions so I can understand the problem. In your opinion, question number 2, what we could do as a team in order to increase the money. This is the money. Boom, the bookings. That is Cisco language. Bookings is money. Okay, if you were me, if you, Mr. Andrés Somaleo, Mr. Andrés de Jesus, Barbizana, Francisco Benavides, those are my target audience, of course, 4 managers in LATAM, champions. And if you were me, this is not a program manager, what would you do to increase sales? This is bookings, money. What would you do to motivate the sales team? What would you do to motivate the partners? So that's it. Just boom, I send that email. And you know what? In less than 20 minutes, all of them responded. So I got this, like boom, 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 a lot of explanations, technical language. To me, it was a lot of information. I didn't understand the technical language. I was working for sales and marketing, right? And they're talking about a lot of things. So what do you do, Lisette? Okay. I organize the ideas like this, representing a summary for each one of those. Remember, each one of these people, this person was Mexico, for example. This was Apple, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay. So there's no way to represent a large amount of opinions and information if you don't use something like this. So I created one per region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Summary conversation. So they said that the low bookings root cause was, okay, let's say, based on Brazil, it was the lack of research from partners. So each one of those, they were like explaining something different. So I said, okay, let me organize the information because I want to speak with my boss, my customer, Jesus. Remember that he was my manager, vice president of sales. And I need to explain my customer, which is Jesus, that I need more money, more resources. So I need to resolve the problem. So another thing that I did, okay, guys, now that I know the problem, based on your experience, what will be the solution for each one of those problems? So I say, yes. So they send me the solution. And this is the remedy actions. So as you can see here, I'm representing a lot of blah, blah, blah conversations, meetings, a lot of results and paragraphs and emails back and forth. I just put the solution into a specific action item. So for each one of the regions, I created sub-projects individually. So I need to go now, I need to go to Jesus and present, okay, Mr. Jesus, this is the problem. That's why we're very low. Remember that we have only 3 months, but I need another person for LATAM. I need more money for marketing. I did blah. For each one of those initiatives to improve the money, to sell more, I'm asking for resources. So the secretary said, Lisa, I don't know, he doesn't have time, maybe 10 minutes. So perfect, give me the 10 minutes with Mr. Jesus. Remember my customer, Mr. Jesus. And I said, okay, that's why I need to consolidate all the information just in 2 pages. So when I presented this to Mr. Jesus, he said, wow, Lisa, now I can understand everything end to end, the process. So you know what? When I asked Mr. Jesus for money, what did he say? What do you think he said after this beautiful conversation, 10 minutes?
He said, yes, I see
Yes,
why.
he said, yes, Lisa, that is what I need to understand the problem, resolve the problem, and now, yes, the budget that you're asking for has been approved. So, luz verde, green light, do whatever you want. I'm going to give you the money. So after that, I needed to know if you're happy with me, because after that project, remember, I'm taking the time, squeezing the lemon, doing my job, implementing PMP, PMBOK, CAPM, the Bible. I just, my God, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. So at the end of the year, you know what? I got a promotion. Can you be happy with me? So this is the type of things that is going
Yay.
This is something that in the future you will be different. You can make the difference anywhere, just moving forward beyond the expectations, because nobody is taking the time to do this type of exercises. But now you know that you're taking this class because I know in the future you will be using this. Like okay, you remember this? Yes, do it. Take the tools, techniques, capabilities that I'm giving you, because I'm giving you my life, my experience. So please don't stop trying, and you will see the results. That's my message for quality management. And any comment? Did you like the story? Anyone? Any comments? Because we're going to the
We love the story.
That was a beautiful story.
Oh, thank you. So the message is you can do it. You can do it. You have tools, you have techniques, you have the Bible, you have ChatGPT, you have everything. You have all the resources you need. But you need to make the effort, extra mile. Yes, I'm going to do this. This guy is waiting for $6 million. We have only $2 million. We need 4 million more. So I need to do it. And at the end of the day, we made like 7 million. So it was an amazing results. So that's why every single team member got a bonus and I got a promotion. Okay, guys.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes. What was that?
Pamela has a follow-up question in the chat.
Okay. Okay. Let me check. Never mind. Yes. Did he lower his expectation after seeing the real problem? Money expectation? No, never. He never said, okay, listen, bring me 5 million. No. The standard was the standard. That is a quality expectation. So the answer is no, he didn't do it. Okay, did I answer your question, Miss Pamela? Money expectations? Did I answer your question, Miss Pamela?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. Reactions for my story, my humble story that I'm giving you my life. This is a personal experiences that I can share, and believe me, this is better than 10 hours reading a book. It's just understanding the experience, the real life, all the challenges that you will see. Never mind, Miss Pamela. All right. Okay, guys, are you guys ready for the break? It's 9:07. Lisette Lendeborg, Miss Lisette, can you help me calculate 10 minutes? I know that is easy. It's
Yeah, 9:17.
9:17. Okay, guys, drink water, stretch, do whatever you want, and I will see you at 9:17 because we have a beautiful topic, human resource. I see you 10 minutes. All right. Thank you very much. This is the introduction of our next topic, which is resource management. So I'm not expecting to cover 100% of the topic, but like 20 or 30% today. So we can just relax. Let me provide transparency all the time. Remember, we're talking about quality today, day number 5. And now we are going to introduce resources management. Next Friday, this week, we'll be talking about communications and risks. So I'm change a little bit the program, just to let you know, don't get confused. All right. So I'm going to ask a couple of volunteers to help me reading. So pay attention. All right. Some of the purpose of this class, of this topic or this knowledge area, it's understanding the processes, the 6 processes of project resource management in a project. So we are going to identify key concepts, key terminologies, the difference between waterfall and agility in this topic, and the trends in resource management, including tailoring and special considerations for agility, adaptive. You see, this is agile, adaptive. The opposite, so which is the absolutely the other approach, is traditional, waterfall, which is the same, waterfall, and predictive. So it's predictive versus adaptive. So keep that in mind. Agile is adaptive. We're going to speak a little bit about emotional intelligence and the key roles in project management and leader versus manager. That is part of our class today. So just to introduce this topic, it's a chapter number 9 of the Bible, page 307. And please do not wait until the last minute to start reading. So even though I'm not giving you an assignment, okay, page 320, you proactively, I'm expecting you to read at least in the weekly basis, 1 chapter. Not only the questions that I put it in the assignment. Why? Because it's too much information. Just take the time and do the practice exams and the quizzes, those 2 things. Everything is in the classroom. Everything is in the classroom, Google Classroom. So the processes are, for resource management, number 1, planning. You see, planning all the time. We are planning how we're going to manage the resources. Plan resource management. The process number 2, it's estimating how many resources we need. Activity resources, how many? How many here? Number 3, okay, I need to get those resources. How can I acquire those resources? And now the PM Book 6th edition, which is the most recent edition, the Bible that you have, we have 2 types of resources. Not only human resources here in this chapter, but also physical materials, physical resources. So that is part of this chapter also. Number 4, develop the team. That's beautiful part. I love it because it's about people. how to increase productivity, right? How to motivate the team, how to develop your team. Number 5, how to manage the team. Sometimes you need to track results so you can, you're not doing excellent, so you can do better. It's like tracking results. That is about managing team. And number 6 is controlling resources. Those are the 6 processes in resource management as part of the CAPM exam. So the first thing that I'm going to ask is a volunteer, because this is pretty. This is about the future, trendings and emerging practices. So let me ask Miss Pamela, can you help me reading the self-organizing teams?
The team functions with an absence of centralized control.
Yep.
The project manager, who may not be called a project manager, role provides the team with an environment and support needed and trusts the team to get the job done. Self-organizing team consists of generalized specialists instead of subject matter experts who adapt to changing environment and embrace constructive feedback.
Thank you very much. That was the introduction of self-organizing teams. Pay attention, because this is very different from traditional and predictive. This is about the trending. When you see this is for innovation, digital transformation, right? Artificial intelligence projects. This is all about the future, the trending and emerging practices about resources. So now this is something that you need to understand so you can apply in a real life. So the team functions with the absence of centralized control. You're just breaking the rule. So now the team, it's mature. They know what to do, so they can make decisions. So let's say, how can I do that? You need to train. You need to make sure you're mentoring, training, and coaching your team all the time. So when you are not in the place, they can continue working. Make sense for you guys? It sounds good. Miss Lisette, I know, because you work with a lot of teams. That is not easy. So you want to keep control all the time and watching how you're doing. So this is the trending in the future, self-organizing teams. Number 2, the project manager, meaning you and me, who may not be called project manager anymore. Aquí estoy, I'm just killing una vaca sagrada. How do you say that in English? Killing una vaca sagrada. I'm killing a sacred cow. Because how can you do that? So now I'm not the boss. No, not anymore. In agility, the trending is that now the project manager is just a facilitator. Pay attention. It's a facilitator, and it's providing a collaborative environment. So let me check. I think we have a question. Oh, okay, Pamela. No, we have. Yes, no micromanaging. Yes, absolutely, Miss Pamela. No micromanaging adults. Yes, that's agility. That is the trending. That is the future, because we need to change, adapt, and make sure we can do it as a team, right? And you need to trust the team. So this is just a philosophy. So the project manager, who may not be called project manager anymore, now we have another name, another role in agility, provides the team with the environment and support needed and trusts the team to get the job done. Absolutely. No micromanaging. I know you can do it. So I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to give you the training, right? Because I know you can do it. That is a trending and emerging practice. So that's why we need self-organizing teams. What is that, let's say? The self-organizing teams, they are generalized specialists, meaning that they know a little bit of everything. So they switch roles at any time so they can help each other. When we have a bottleneck in the implementation of the tasks and activities in the project, okay, I can help you because I know what to do. I know exactly what you need to do. So this is swarming. In English, this is, I want to volunteer, maybe Miss Pamela. Can you check what is swarming and provide a definition from Google, ChatGPT, Copilot, swarming. So in the future, we will be doing swarming. That is in terminology, 100% from Agile. So self-organizing teams consist of generalized specialists instead of subject matter experts. So now you are not an expert in anything, you know everything, generalist. So who adapt to changing environment and embrace constructive feedback. So having said that, I want to share with you this chart, and I love it. Pay attention because this is the traditional teams. Yes, Miss Pamela. What is swarming?
Says swarming is a technique where the entire team temporarily focuses on one single high priority task. Instead of everyone working separately on their own tasks, the team swarms together on the most important item. The key, yeah.
That is the definition. So swarming, it's just collaboration. It's just that if you have a problem executing your task, and we are here to help. So everybody, can you guys come to my office? So I need to help this specific person here. We are 5 people on this team. Everybody's working on the same task. So we can finish the project on time. That is swarming. So this is a trending philosophy. It's a trending and emerging practice. So this is a normal traditional teams. Pay attention so you can see the difference. So this is a project manager. Oh my goodness, the team lead. You see on the top. And these are the team members. This is the team. So I'm going to let you know what will be your responsibility. So Peter, you need to do this. John, you're going to, no, not anymore. In Agile teams, which is self-organizing teams, this is the configuration of the team. Pay attention because I love this. And it makes sense. To me, it's better. Because here we have all the responsibilities. Everything is on me. But in this case, I'm distributing responsibility and I'm creating, oh my goodness, this is so cool. I'm providing training, right? I'm here to help, but you know what to do. This is a self-organized, and this is the Scrum Master, the servant leader. This is a facilitator. This is me, Scrum Master. So it's absolutely different. So here we know what to do as a team. Here I'm the boss, not anymore in agility and self-organizing teams. Let me continue because now we are going to continue with the considerations for agile and adaptive environments. Mr. George, can you read these 3 bullets for us, please? If not, if you're not ready.
Sorry, I forgot that I was muted. Yes.
Okay.
Collaboration, such as self-organizing teams with generalizing specialists,
Yep.
innovative problem solving, increased knowledge sharing.
Mhm.
Planning for physical and human resources is much less predictable in projects with high variability.
Thank you so much. So what is that? It's exactly the same idea that I was explaining in the previous page, meaning that we are doing collaboration, self-organizing, generalizing specialists. This is a new trending in project management. Innovative problem solving, because every single person here in this team, they know this person know what this person is doing. So absolutely, we need to take trainings every day, like switching roles. So at any time, if we have a problem, no problem, we're here to help. Swarming. That is considerations for agility and adaptive environments. Thank you so much, Mr. George. Let me check if, okay. Mr. George, can you help me reading the 3 roles in Scrum? Remember,
Yes.
Scrum, it's agile. Okay, go ahead.
Product owner, manages product backlog, business representative, owner of product vision. Scrum Master, servant leader, protect the team, resolve blockers and impediments. Development team, people building the product.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we have 3 different roles, just 3 roles in agility. We have the product owner. This person understands the business vision and strategies. This guy It's the person who constantly is speaking with the customers, stakeholders, investors. So he's managing the product backlog. Remember the product backlog that I also explained that in scope management. Remember that I gave you this chart? This is the list of requirements. This is the product backlog. And this list is the list of requirements, the user stories. Remember that, user stories. And this list of activities are going to be like prioritized every day, every 2 days, 3 times a week. So this is the product owner constantly speaking with the customers. The Scrum Master is you and me, servant leaders. We protect the team from distractions. So I'm here to help. The Scrum Master, it's serving the team. It's a servant leader. It's making the team to grow. It's training, coaching, helping. I'm here to help. I'm the servant leader. I'm leading, but serving. That is beautiful concept in agility. Scrum Master is a servant leader, protecting the team from distractions, and all the time it's willing to resolve blockers, problems, impediments, and obstacles. Liz said, how can I resolve all the problems? Because I'm a human being. I'm not supposed to know everything. Thank you for that comment. The Scrum Master is not resolving the problem himself or herself. It's just tracking the problems and asking for help and externally. So it's just about creating like a list of problems and resolving the problems one by one. And contacting the specific expert to help resolve the problem. So it's like, I'm here to help. Just forget about the problem. Let me manage. That is Scrum Master, beautiful role. And last but not least, the development team is this team that actually is building the product, developing the solution, creating the code, building the house, doing whatever it takes to create value. That is the team. This is a Scrum Master, and this is the product owner. What is Dallas said? This is a Scrum roles. Remember that Scrum is under Agile umbrella. Scrum, it's a framework from Agile. And I explained that last week. All right, continue. So having said that, remember that this topic is about resource management. So I told you that resources can be human resources or physical resources. So when we're talking about human resources, it's about skill sets, like trainings, capabilities. Are you going to work with me full-time, part-time? Are you adding a new member of the team, or you are going to release the team member because you don't need that person anymore? And when you say physical resources, those are concepts. That's all about equipments, materials, facilities, infrastructures. So the team is a subset of stakeholders. That is just a statement for the PMI. So let me continue, because now we are going to move forward presenting a couple of charts. So planning resource management is about identifying, acquiring, managing what? The project team members. You see the human, this is the human resource. But also we need to think about the physical coming up. So the PMI, when you see something in yellow, in this class, is because this is a very popular question in the exam. So the PMI encourages early, as soon as possible, early involvement or engagement of key team members in the planning process to improve the planning and to increase commitment. That is CAPM question. This is absolutely from PMI. So let me continue. So we're talking about physical and human resources needed for the successful completion of the project. Another thing in yellow, and I put it in 2 pages because it's another paragraph here in yellow. It's making sure that the right resources will be available to the project manager and the project team at the right time and place, about physical resources, money, equipments, like food, like cars, lights, whatever you want, sound, everything on time. That is part of physical resource management. So we're talking about 2 different things here. Okay, Let me check what time is it. 9:36 and 10 more minutes, 15. Okay. So when you see planning resource management, there is a tool that I want to share with you. And before I share with you a couple of examples, I'm going to ask Miss Larissa, if you are available, of course, if you can help me reading this page, this paragraph.
Yes.
Thank you.
So plan resource management tools, data representation. That's a hard word.
Hierarchical.
Thank you. Matrix and text. Regardless of the format utilized, the objective is to ensure that each work package has an owner and that all team members have a clear understanding of what their roles and responsibilities.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Larissa. Look at this. Regardless of the format that you use to represent a team, we need to make sure in project management, remember traditional, this is absolutely predictive. Regardless of the format that you're using, it could be this one, like a structure, like a table, like a description. Regardless the example, what we need to do here is that everybody's clear. It's have a clear understanding of the role and responsibilities. That it's PMI for traditional. But now let me share with you this. You can represent these ideas in 3 formats: hierarchical, which is this one, matrix, which is this one, and text. So I'm going to give you this practical representation coming up. So this is the data or data representation when you're planning resources. This is a RAM. What does Dallas said? RAM. This is a responsibility assignment matrix. So if you see this table, this is a matrix. If I ask you, hey, who is responsible for activity A? Anyone? Who's responsible for activity A?
Sue.
Exactly. This is so clear, but it's a question for the CAPM exam. Very simple, but you will see a lot of simple questions. Activity B responsible is Mr. Bill. So now what I want to show you is the difference between a RAM versus the next one that I'm going to present. This is a RAM. Responsibility as a matrix. These guys are the team and these are the activities. Okay. Now this is another representation, which is different. This is a RAXI chart. When you see the word RAXI, you can pronounce RAXI, RACI, or RACI. The 3 pronunciations are okay. So it could be RACI, RACI, or RAXI. That's perfectly fine. So in this case, now what you can see here is that Sue is responsible. However, Joe, it's accountable. Miss Jane, this is just an example, needs to be consulted, and Mr. Bill is supposed to be informed. So now it's a different, it's another way to represent. This is a communication tool that you can use, RAXI chart, for each one of the activities. So I want to ask you if you can, maybe you have an idea, what is the difference? I'm not expecting perfection, just an idea. What is the difference between responsibility and accountability? Anyone? I'm perfectly fine if you said, I don't know, it's the same. Anyone an idea? You are responsible, but you are accountable. What is the difference? Anyone?
I feel like responsible, that's because I believe that I'm responsible for what I signed up for. Accountable is not only am I accountable for what I'm supposed to do, but somebody else also is behind saying, okay, yeah, she's accountable for that. So it's not just me that knows it, but a team or somebody else knows that I'm accountable for that too.
There is a difference between responsibility. Responsibility is who's doing actually taking the action. However, accountable, if something goes wrong, they're going to ask you because you have a couple of people working for you. That is accountability. It's like the idea. So that's why in every single activity, there will be only one person accountable. You can have 2 R's, 2 people responsible, but you can have only one accountable. That is not, it's not tricky at all. And it is what it is. So you will be fine for the exam. So accountability is not the same as responsibility. So I want to share with you the example for my Cisnaria project example coming up about a RAXI chart and an organizational chart that I created. So, okay, let me go back. Is this clear? RAXI chart and RAM chart, can you see the difference? That it's very easy. Okay, let's say you can continue, put number 2 in the chat.
Yes.
Number 2, okay. All right, thank you, Mr. George, thank you. Let me read that. Let me say, Miss Jules, but adults are children older, but absolutely. That I agree with you. Let me see. Okay, let me continue. That is Roxy. All right, so let me continue. Moving forward here. So when you're representing people, is one thing. Ron, Roxy, that's perfectly clear. However, in this case, one of the most powerful tools for the PMI Global Standard is the RBS. What is that? Let's say RBS is the resource breakdown structure. In this chart, you can represent everything, like categories. You can classify the resources and put it just in one chart. So you can visualize the comprehensive list of things that you need. It could be people, equipment, or materials. Remember, this is just an example. Real life, it could be more complicated. So when you see RBS is resource breakdown structure. In risk management, there is a risk breakdown structure. For now, we don't know risk yet. So RBS is resource breakdown structure, is the list of resources by category and resource type. People, I need a painter. I'm doing a remodeling my house, an interior design. Equipment, I need a brush. Materials, I need paint. Great too. So you can put here whatever you want and just classify the resources. I love this. It's very powerful because you can consolidate everything just in one page. All right. This is the example of accountability and responsibility. This is the CIS-98 migration project at Cisco. This is my manager, my director, 2 managers, Roberto Arenas, Eric Stuns, and I was part of the project management team. We were 4 managers managing the monsters. CIS-98 was a huge project. And these guys here, Hawkins, Walsh. Oh, that is your last name, Miss Jules, right? That is your last name? Walsh? It's the spelling, it's okay?
Yes, the spelling is the same
Okay.
way.
So, okay, that was a coincidence. So we got Steve Carter, Steve Horton, Jay Archambault, Kate Stanford, a lot of names. Remember, I was working for 147 countries. This was for Central East Europe. This was not LATAM. You see the names? Bonzizin, Borzikova from Praga, Poland, those countries. Radhani, Sedova, Notoglo, Koro, Arango, Ramos, those Chishuri Boile. So when you see this list of people here in the blue boxes on the top, those guys, they were accountable. So in my weekly meetings, I got a meeting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, just 7 managers. However, they were accountable for this team. Is that clear, the example? More visual. Accountability and responsibility. Number 2, put in the chat. Okay, I can see better now. Accountability and responsibility here visually. Okay. Thank you. So these guys were responsible and this person here was accountable, representing the working team who actually were doing the tasks and creating value. All right. Okie dokie. So this is an example. Boom, boom. This is plant resource management. This is an example of a chart, organizational chart. And also put it in the example of accountability and responsibility here. Right? 9:46, four more minutes, and we're done for today. So at the end of this process, remember we were talking about planning, the resource management, we need to create like the final output. This is very important output. What is that? I said this is the resource management plan. The roles and responsibilities are the content of this plan. So you need to know very clear what is the role of your team members, each one of your team members. You need to know also in black and white, the authority, the level of authority to make decisions, the responsibilities, which is the assigned duties. You see, this is actions and activities, work. And of course, the capabilities, skills, and knowledge here. So 4 things for the exam, 4 elements that you're supposed to create at the end of the plan. The role, the authority, the responsibility, and the skills and knowledge that the team member needs to create value. Skills. So what is the role? Is the function. For example, task coordinator, analyst. The authority is the right to apply resources, make decisions, and sign approvals, accept deliverables. Responsibility, you see, is the duties, is the work to be done, expected to perform. And this is all about skills, abilities, and knowledge that you need them to have, to be part of the team. So let me check if we have time for this. Yes, I think 2 more minutes. Miss Lisette, I don't know if you're available to help me reading what is the role of a project team.
I sure am. A large project may have more than 100 project members, led by one project manager. Team members may fulfill different roles such as designer, tester, quality expert, developer, etc. They represent multiple business units or groups within the organization, such as marketing, IT, legal, etc.
Thank you very much. So this is the project team. The project team, it could be a cross-functional team, cross-functional. So each team member, they have different roles. Like designer, you explain it. So we don't need to explain. This is very self-explanatory. Thank you so much, Ms. Lisette. Let me ask, Ms. Jules, can you help me reading what is the role of a project manager?
Role of the project manager, the PM is responsible for what his team produces, the project outcome. He needs to take a holistic view of his team's product in order to plan, coordinate, and complete product. Initiator, listener, coach, working member, facilitator. He begins by reviewing the vision, mission, and objectives of the organization to ensure alignment with the product.
Absolutely. So as you can see this, I think I shared this picture with you before. We have a cape here. And I asked, what is this? You said a cape. Yes, because we are superheroes. We are responsible and accountable. We are, oh my goodness, of something that you don't know exactly the details to do that. But you need to present results. You need to deliver value. So that's why this is a challenge to deliver value, and you're not doing yourself the work. So you need to lead the team in order to create value. So sometimes it's not, you don't know what to do. That's why you need what? Leadership, not only management skills. But you need to influence others. You need to inspire others. You need to motivate the team. You need to create value. You need to represent the vision. You need to do whatever it takes in order to get the support from your team. Because remember that these team members here, marketing, IT, legal, you are not the boss. You are just a project manager for one project. but they have individual managers, each one of those. So they have a lot of work to do, a lot of priorities. So you're not the only one. So that's why we need a lot of skills and leadership skills in order to get the engagement of the team. So having said that, it's 9:50. I'm going to share with you the homework for next week, this Friday. Remember to get together, each one of you guys, and bring me the name of your project and also a high-level description. That is just, you will have 5 minutes. You don't need to put it down or write it down. Just speak like 5 minutes. Okay, my project will be this is the idea. Okay, let me jump into the homework right now. So you can take a picture. This is very straightforward, just 3 things. Okay, let me share with you the homework and we will be good to go for tonight. Or Miss Larissa, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, 2 things. Homework number 1, I'm going to ask, hey, team number 1, can you share with all of us, the name of your project and an overall description? That is 1 homework. And this is the homework number 2. It's the team number 1, communications management, team number 2, project risk management. And any volunteer take a picture and put it in the WhatsApp chat? Anyone? And if you scroll down, you will see the pages. So look at this. I'm scrolling down. Project communications, boom, here. We almost done. You see, team number 1, team number 1. Project communications management, page 359, but it's here. Boom. Project communications management. So this is a portion of the Bible. Okay. Team number 2, project risk management. Team number 2, team number 2, project risk management. It's here. So you don't need to go to the Bible. It's optional. Team number 3, risk management plan. Risk management plan. Team number 3. Team number 3, risk management plan. Okay, guys, are you ready to say good night? Bye-bye. Hello, I see you Friday. Let me know if you have any questions for your projects and have a wonderful
Good night. Bye-bye. Hope I see you Friday.
I love
Good
you
night,
guys.
guys. Have a
Good
great
night.
night.
Thank you
Love
so
you all.
much.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you so much, Professor.
Oh, my pleasure. Bye, Lisa. I love
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.